What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rudy Rodriguez Shamat here. Another edition of Combat Corner. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Social media is down below. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on X. Hit us up on our second page, our main page, which is Come On Now, the podcast, the original, the OG. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Let's talk about BKFC 84. Holy Lord, holy Lord, holy Lord. I did a quick video on Instagram after the fight Saturday night. And yesterday I had a really, really long day, so I needed a little bit of a break. But my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, man. Let me start off. All respect to Josh Dyer. He didn't have to take that fight. He could have made Lorenzo Hunt wait. He could have. He could have made his first title defense an easier fight for him, for which I believe he probably would beat everybody else at that weight. Genuinely do. I genuinely believe that he would beat everybody else at 185. And for about minute 30, it was looking hella good for Josh Dyer against Lorenzo Hunt. And then Lorenzo Hunt does Lorenzo Hunt things and comes up with the knockout of the year. Lorenzo Hunt does exactly what he did against Mike Richmond, gets dropped, gets back up, and puts Mike Richmond into another planet. And he did the exact same thing with Josh Dyer at BKFC 84. Let me show you video from this event. Lorenzo Hunt is the new, once again, light heavyweight champion of the world for BKFC. This knockout was other freaking worldly. Otherworldly. Like there's nothing else that you can possibly say about this. Dyer knocks him down twice in the first minute or so. He puts an onslaught on Lorenzo Hunt. Remember, Lorenzo Hunt hasn't fought in 18 months. And that was the one concern I had about Lorenzo Hunt was his time off. And maybe the time off did play a part in why he got dropped twice real fast. Or maybe it didn't. But he got caught. The first knockdown he got caught with, you see him mouth saying, "What happened?" And he got knocked down again right after that. And he looked like he about to get knocked down for a third time, but he kind of bounced into the referee, which I think could have kept him upright. It's possible. I'm not sure. But he seemed to be like he was in trouble, but he banged into the referee and he doesn't go down. And he finds a way to compose himself. And I thought that maybe Josh Dyer should take a foot off the gas for a second, relax. But I think Josh Dyer saw blood in the water. And he said to himself, I'm going for it now. Problem is, when you go for the champ, you better not miss. And miss he did. Because he overextends himself. Was it with a right? I don't remember if it was with a. He's right-handed. I believe it was with a right. So it was a right, and then he gets cracked with a right square across the jaw. Let's take a look at this video right here. Courtesy of BKFC's Instagram page. Josh Dyer was knocked out for a good.
We just talked about it.
I mean, look at this punch. Hit him. Square on the jaw. Hit him square on the jaw. I mean, it was as perfect a shot as you could imagine. Dyer was out for a good minute and a half. I was glad he got up okay. Yeah, he came with a right. He came with a right, overextended himself, missed, got clipped. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. Let me see if they show any of the other stuff. This was against Mike Richmond. Gets dropped. He got hurt there, bro. He got hurt, and Dyer hurt him. This is 20 seconds. Literally 5 seconds later, watch this shit. Right hand. Good night. He's asleep. He puts motherfuckers to sleep. Like you're asleep with your eyes open. Look at this. That's the first one. Knocked down in 13 seconds. He's like, what happened? What happened? Now he gets knocked down again. Boom. 55 seconds in. He's rocked. Like he's rocked. He's coming, but he's rocked. Boom. Holy fuck. Wow. This guy, I mean.
King of violence. It's me, Mike Perry. Fight me, Mike Perry. Fight me. I want a third belt. I want it from you. Platinum pussy.
So he calls out Mike Perry after the fight. Let's listen to Lorenzo Hunt.
Mike Perry got some he got some answering. He got to pay the piper. You know, we opened the door to him, carte blanche. We rolled out the red carpet. We even made a fancy little belt for him just to make him feel safe. Mike Perry's a good dude. He's done a lot for the organization, but no one has done more than me. And he thinks he's the face of bare knuckle. He thinks he's the king of violence. He thinks he's a champ. Ain't no champ unless I say so. I'm the king of violence. Does anybody in here disagree? I'm the king of violence. I'm coming for that belt. Mike Perry.
People. There's not a lot of words that you can use to describe that. That was absolutely ridiculous. Congratulations to Lorenzo Hunt on reclaiming the championship. He calls out Mike Perry after the fight. Knucklemania is in February in Philly. I'm gonna be trying to go to Knucklemania in Philly come February. I'm definitely gonna be trying to get out there because that fight will be fun. Now, I'm gonna be real. I don't think it ends any differently than what we saw on Saturday. I think Lorenzo Hunt wins that fight 10 out of 10 times. Mike Perry may not like those words, but I think Lorenzo Hunt wins that fight 10 out of 10 times. At 205 or at 185, Lorenzo Hunt is the most petrifying fighter in the BKFC. He's petrifying. His power is sick. It's sick. The fact that he's able to recover almost like so quickly, because he was hurt in round one. I don't care what he says after the, he was hurt in round one. He was hurt against Mike Richmond. Josh Dyer made a critical mistake, and he overextended himself. He wanted that knockout so bad that he went for it. But again, if you're going to go after the champ, you better not miss. And again, I'm calling Lorenzo Hunt the champ because the man never lost the belt. And I got so much respect for Josh Dyer. I think he's a great dude. And he went up to after he finally got up, he went over to Lorenzo Hunt. You can see him congratulating him. I'd love to see those two guys fight again. Like that's a fight worth seeing again. Those two guys at 185 are here, and everybody else falls way below. Like there's nobody at 85 that beats Lorenzo Hunt. There's nobody else at 85 that beats Josh Dyer, in my opinion. Nobody. Nobody. Now, a 205 fight between Esteban Rodriguez and Lorenzo Hunt. Now that would be some fun shit too. That's one of those spectacular knockout type situations as well. Said it when I talked to Mohawk. I said, you're either going to win by spectacular knockout or you're going to lose by spectacular knockout. Either way, you're getting the show. And he didn't disagree. He knows that the day if he ever loses, it'll be by spectacular knockout because that's the way he fights. That's how Hunt fights. That's even how Dyer fights. They're gonna, I mean, if you're gonna beat him, you're gonna have to put him out. Lorenzo Hunt is a young 43. Do I think maybe ring rust hurt him a little bit early on? Maybe not. I don't know. Josh Dyer was this close to beating this dude. He was this close. And I do think he should fight him again. I do think Hunt should give him a chance again to fight for that belt again. Not in Knucklemania. Dyer needs to take some time off. When you get knocked out like that, it's a hard recovery. Like when he got beat the first time by Hunt, he was a much younger fighter. He got dominated, but he didn't get knocked out like that. He got knocked into another dimension. Like I don't know how you recover from that personally. That's a significant knockout. Fight was the 2 minutes of that fight was absolutely incredible. We were live doing it. It was incredible. The rest of the fight card didn't matter. I'll give you the results. Iman Williams beats Lewis Glover. Juan Figueroa beats Caleb Joseph Avila. Enter Bayard Scott gets the win over Ryan Peterson in the first 20 seconds of that fight. Bayard Scott dropped Peterson. I thought it was a quick stoppage. I thought Peterson could have fought. I think Big John McCarthy was the one refereeing that fight, and he stopped the fight really fast. Maybe you should stick to MMA because you don't know BKFC enough. I think Peterson should have gotten a little bit more time. He stopped the fight before the count even hit 8. And the thing is, you have a standing 8 count. Let the guy stand till 8 and then decide. But he decided so quickly. It was weird. David Diaz beats Justin Martinez exactly how I expected it to go. Martinez is going forward. Early on, he had some success, but as the fight progressed, Diaz pretty much took over the fight. I mean, the first round was heavy action. But second round, you saw the action and the activity from Martinez drop a lot. And, same thing for round 3. And Diaz comes away with a TKO win in this fight in round 3. Paulo Gomez beats Evgeny Kurdanov, round 3 TKO. I picked Gomez in that fight. By the way, I did pick Peterson. I picked Diaz. I picked Gomez. I picked David Simpson in the fight against Cody Vital. Cody Vital, bro. Wow, that fight with him and David Simpson was a banger. Vital gets a stoppage in round 5 via KO over David Simpson. What a finish. What a war. What a war. Cody Vital gets named Balls of the Night. That was a ballsy ass fight. I mean, I thought he was done. He was dominated for most of this fight. Like when you look at fight numbers, he got outlanded 100 to 47, outthrown 197 to 64. And he lands a shot in round 5 that wins the fight. Unreal. Unfreaking real. He got outthrown in round 1, 63 to 10. He got outthrown 55-14 in round 2, 35-14 in round 3, 37-22 in round 4. I mean, he was getting absolutely fucking dominated, and he wins that fight. That's what makes BKFC so crazy. That's one of the things that makes BKFC so unbelievably crazy, is you have stuff like that happen in BKFC. Aspen Ladd makes her debut and wins over Cheyenne Bentliff via KO round 1. Makes Bentliff quit. She refused to get back up. Thought Aspen Ladd was kind of getting her bearings in order in the first 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But once she did, she seemed very comfortable. You have Christine Faria there. She calls out Faria. She calls out Borga. She wants to fight. I don't know if the fight that makes sense is Borga or how long it will take Borga to heal. I think the Borga fight makes more sense because it is the 145 weight class. For Borga to have a real title defense at 45, but obviously Borga is coming off of having her face broken by Faria, so I don't know how long that will take to heal. Faria's got nothing to do. There's no fights left out for Faria. She's beaten everybody. So maybe she does take a fight with Aspen Ladd. The one thing I will say about Aspen Ladd does not have success cutting weight. So I think that fight has to have been at least 140. I don't think there's any way that Aspen Ladd gets down to 135. So if Faria wants to fight her, I think she has to fight her at 140. Drew Stuve against Zeb Vincent did not go the way I expected. Stuve won it via unanimous decision. I did not think the fight was as close as the referees did. He won, I believe, twice on 2 cards, 48-47, once on 1, 49-46. I didn't think the fight was all that close. I thought Stuve controlled the fight. I thought he actually, for the most part, outside of round 2, I thought he controlled the fight. Every punch he landed had more authority on it. Vincent landed more, but he threw a lot of pity pat stuff. It wasn't stuff that ever impacted Stuve at all. Vincent has a weird body shape. Like he looks like, his style is different. Stuve took the fight apparently on a week's notice or so. He calls out some people, but I think he has to get some more fights in because I don't care if it was a week notice. He didn't look good in this fight. He won the fight, but he didn't look good in it. And I thought this fight might go a round or 2. I was shocked that it went all 5. But he got the W. And then, of course, the main event. What can you say? Lorenzo Hunt, the juggernaut, man. He's champ again. Calls out Mike Perry after the fight. He wants to have a fight with Mike Perry at Knucklemania. That will be the main event of Knucklemania. Mark it down. If it doesn't happen, it's because there's one of the guys doesn't want it, and it's not Lorenzo Hunt. It's not Lorenzo Hunt. Holy Lord. That was absolutely incredible. And I hope we see Josh Dyer fight again. I don't presume it's the end for him. I don't presume that. I hope this is not the end for him because when you get knocked out like that, it's rough. The division itself needs some fighters. Hunt did call out, it says Romero doesn't want to fight him. Mind you, that would be interesting at 205. It'd be a really interesting fight at 205. But Dyer, he's beaten everybody in his division except for the guy who has the belt now. Maybe we see a fight with him and Jomi Escoboza. Maybe we see a fight with him and Jared Warren again. I don't know. I haven't seen Warren now, and it's been 6 months. It's been very quiet. But there's not a ton of guys. Danny Christie, again, the guys ranked behind Dyer are Mike Richmond. Richmond's going to move down in weight. He said it already. And that would be an ugly fight for Richmond again. Jared Warren, Jomi Escoboza, Danny Christie. Maybe there's someone that's going to come over from the UFC or some other organization at 85. But there's not a whole lot of fights for Josh Dyer, or it'd be repeats. Maybe it's repeats. Maybe he fights. Let me see who was it that he has maybe he fights Joseph Creer. Maybe that's a fight to consider. Creer could be a fight for him. Creer's coming off of a couple of wins. Been looking really, really good. They gotta update this damn site. Jesus Christ. Come on, people. Update the site. Let me find this crap. Where is Creer at? All right, Joseph Creer. He lost to Jared Warren in Clearwater, but he's since beaten Giroux and Bull. Prior to that, he had a win over Simpson. He lost to Atchison. I mean, that could be a fight for Dyer, but we'll see, man. Anyhow, again, salute to Lorenzo Hunt. Unbelievable comeback win. That was bananas, bro. My hat's off to you, my guy. Hope we can get you back on the podcast and you can talk about what was really going on in your head after you got dropped twice. Because unless there was nothing, I don't know. Or maybe it was, I better land a big bomb on this dude or I'm going to have a tough time. I don't know. I love to hear it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Combat Corner. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
Up and down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. Up and down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet. I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet. I'm going all in. Yeah. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat. Y'all know we ain't close to being done yet. I'm going all in. I've been down from the jump. Ain't no love lost, we just really doing us. Go and take your seat, looking silly getting up. Y'all know what it is, let me tell them what it was. It was 24/7.